right, so I'm Hannah Tomstovic. My number was 84, and I'm doing the musculoskeletal assessment. All right, hi, my name is Hannah. I will be your student nurse today. Can you go ahead and tell me? Can you go ahead and tell me your name and date of birth?
Benjamin Alder, 0317 of 1998.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Can I interest you in a drape?
Yes. Thank you.
There's your drape. You're welcome. So I'm going to go over a musculoskeletal assessment with you. Anything that is said or asked in this assessment is completely confidential between you and I. If you have any questions that pop up at any time, please just let me know, and I will do my best to answer them.
All right.
Sound like a plan?
Sounds good.
All right, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on your back. So can I have you stay there? I'm going to have you stay there. I'm going to get on here behind you. So I'm going to undo your gown. So the first thing I'm going to look for is to make sure that your shoulders are symmetrical, as is your spine off of straight inspection. And then I'm going to go ahead and palpate. I'm going to palpate your shoulder muscles as well as down your spine a little bit. If there's any pain or tenderness, please let me know. Was there any pain or tenderness?
No.
Okay, and then also upon inspection, there were absolutely no masses, cysts, nodules, no visible skin breakdown, as well as no visible edema nor palpable edema, and everything, like I said, looks symmetrical. Color is consistent throughout the rest of the back, so all of that looks good. All right, I am now going to move back to your front side. Get down on your knees 'cause it's weird. So looking at your face, everything seems symmetrical. There's no droop going on. Everything is in line with everything else. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have you do some jaw movements for me, okay? Can you open your mouth? Close your mouth? Can you stick your jaw out, your bottom jaw out? Can you like bring it back in? So can you retract it? And then can you move it from side to side? Pardon me. Okay, awesome. That all looked good. I'm going to lightly palpate again for pain and tenderness. Let me know if anything hurts. No pain or tenderness?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, awesome. No palpable edema. Coloration of the face is consistent throughout, so that's good. Range of motion of the jaw was good, as well as your muscle strength seemed to be good just from you moving and being able to move your jaw and all the range of motions that you had to do. So now I'm going to come down to your sternoclavicular joint. So that's like the top of your sternum. I'll undo your gown a little bit. Okay, and that upon inspection looks symmetrical. There's no like bony prominences, no visible edema, no tumors, masses, nothing like that. So I'm going to go ahead and palpate. If it's painful at all, let me know. And if it is, I'll stop. Any pain or tenderness?
Nope.
No? Okay, awesome. That's wonderful. All right, so now I'm going to move to your shoulders. And I'm going to start with an overall inspection of your upper extremities. So I'm going to roll the arms of your gown up. It'll stay up. All right, so upon just overall inspection, coloration is consistent throughout all upper extremities from shoulders down to fingertips. There seem to be there's no visible edema, there's no lumps, cysts, no areas of evident skin breakdown. Like I said, coloration is consistent throughout. So I'm going to go ahead now and palpate down your arms just for general edema, any swelling, any pain, any tenderness. If anything hurts at any point, please feel free to just tell me, hey, that hurts. All right, so that was good. There's no palpable edema and there is no pain or tenderness upon palpation?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, awesome. Can I actually have you stand up for this next part? Okay, so I'm going to now check out your shoulders and how they move. Can I have you put your hands behind your head? All right, can I have you put your hands like you're getting handcuffed behind your back? All right, and then can I have you put your arms out behind you like they're a cape? Okay, and then can I have you bring them forward and up? Can I have you bring them out to a T? Can I have you bring them down? And then can I have you bring them up like this, just straight up? Okay, awesome. So now we're gonna do all that again, except this time you're gonna do it with resistance. So you're just gonna have my hands acting upon you. So can you, hands behind your head, please? All right, can you do your hands behind your back? All right, can you do one behind you? Can you Superman your arms? Superman, keep your arms. Okay, awesome. And then can you bring them forward? Okay, and then can you out to the side? Oh, can you bring them back to the middle? Okay, now out to the side. And then can I have you bring them down? And then can I have you bring them back up, please? All right, awesome. So range of motion seemed good with your shoulders. Your muscle strength was equal on both sides. It was bilateral, or it was equal bilaterally, and there was no problems with it. You weren't, you have no muscle weakness. So now we're gonna move down to your elbows, from your elbows to your wrists. So can I have you like put your arms out like you're holding a tray? All right, can I have you do a curl? All right, can I have you go back down and all the way down so they're straight? Awesome. And then can I have you put your elbows in at your sides, keep them tight to your sides, and move your fists outward. And then back in. All right, awesome. We're gonna do all of that again, but this time it's gonna be with resistance, okay? All right, so go ahead and do a curl. Go ahead and push down. Go ahead and push out. Go ahead and push in. Okay, good. So that looked good too. Range of motion was fluid throughout. Muscle strength seemed to be pretty comparable bilaterally. You didn't have any issues doing any of that. So now I'm gonna come into your wrists. So you can go ahead and put your hands out like you're holding a tray again. The first thing I'm gonna have you do is I need your thumbs going inward. So I need you to supinate your hands and then pronate them. Okay, awesome. And then can you bend your wrists up? Can you bend them down? Can you hyperextend them? Bring them back to like flat. And then can you turn them in and then turn them out? Awesome. We're gonna do all that again with resistance this time. So up, all right, down. And then I'm gonna have you thumbs in, thumbs out. Can you push them in, fingers in, and then thumbs, fingers out. Okay, and then so that all looked good. Range of motion looked good. Muscle strength was there and consistent throughout both. You had no problems doing any of those exercises. So now what I'm gonna do real quick is we're gonna move on to your hands, and the first thing that we're gonna do is we are going to do the Phelan's test. So I need you to put the backs of your hands together and hold them together there for 60 seconds. And if there's any pain, tenderness, or possible tingling in your fingers, I need you to let me know, okay? Any pain or tenderness yet? No? Okay. Any pain or tenderness? No? Okay. Your wrist muscles feeling okay? Okay. You got about 20 seconds left. Okay, awesome. You can go ahead, and there was no pain, numbness, tingling in your fingertips throughout. Okay, no, so that's good. So that was a negative Phelan's test. So that's good. That shows that there's no nerve damage. Now I'm going to have you put your hands up like this. Next, I'm going to do the Tinel's test, and so I'm going to tap on your nerves, your median nerves, one at a time on both sides. And you're just gonna tell me if like kind of like a shock feels like it runs through your fingers. So just like a shock of tingling. No? Okay. No? Okay, awesome. So that's good. All right. Now I'm gonna work with your fingers, if that's okay. So put your hands out, and I'm gonna have you spread all your fingers apart, and then clench them back together in a fist. Okay, and then you're going to turn your hands, so supinate them, and you're going to bend your fingers down at 90-degree angles. No pain or tenderness there. Awesome. And then just back up, and then if you can hyperextend them for me. Awesome. And then the next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna show me the palms of your hands, and you're gonna take your fingers, your thumbs, and you're gonna touch them to your pinkies. Awesome. Now we're gonna do all of that against resistance. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, so go ahead and then spread them apart. Spread them apart. All right, and then clench them. All right, and now flip them, pronate them, and then push down. All right, push up. Can you hyperextend them? Awesome, and then palms facing me, and put your thumbs in. Okay, awesome. So range of motion there was good. Muscle strength was also good. So those are all good things. Thought I had to sneeze, sorry. All right, and so from there we are going to move to your lower extremities. I'm gonna start with your hips. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna first inspect, and then I'm gonna palpate, and then I'm actually gonna have you lay on the ground because you're too big for our table.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and move your drape though.
Okay.
I'll put that on the table. All right, so you stay standing with your legs. There's no visible deformities. They are comparable in size throughout. One's not significantly smaller or larger than the other one, which is good. They're symmetrical, colors even throughout. There's no visible edema. There's no like masses or lesions or evidence of skin breakdown on your legs, which are all very good things. So now I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna palpate, and I'm gonna start kind of between your hip and your butt, hit your greater trochanter of your hip, and then I'm going to just kind of work my way down your legs from there. Okay, awesome. So there was no palpable edema, no pain or tenderness upon palpation?
Nope.
Okay, that's good to know. Temperature was the same throughout. Color is the same throughout on both. Down to your toes have a little circulation issue. That's okay. So now I'm going to have you lay down on the ground. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of manipulate your hips, and then we're going to do this with and without resistance. If at any point there is any pain or tenderness, I'm going to have you let me know, okay? All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this leg and I'm going to bring it up to a 90-degree angle. Sound like a plan? Bend your knee for me. Any pain or tenderness? All right, we're going to bring it back down. All right, so can you have your leg 90 degrees with your hip and then your knee bent at 90 degrees? You're going to do it against resistance this time, okay? So go ahead and bring it up. Awesome. Any pain or tenderness? All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to bring it down against the resistance. Okay, awesome. Can you now take your leg? I'm going to have you abduct it from your side, so you're going to kick your leg out towards me. Okay, and then take it back in. So abduct it, and then you're going to adduct it again against resistance, and then abduct it against resistance. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to have you adduct it, abduct against resistance, abduct against resistance. Awesome. So those two looked good. Now I'm going to have you lay on your back lay on your stomach for me, not your back. So if you could go ahead and flip over, make sure. Yep, there you go, so good. All right, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift your heel up towards the sky. Okay, and then down. All right, and then up against resistance, and then down against resistance. Okay, and then other leg up against resistance, down against resistance. All right, good job. Now I'm going to have you go sit back up on our makeshift table. because now we get to do your knees. All right. All right, first thing I'm gonna have you do is can you just go ahead and kick your leg out, one leg out for me, bring it back in, kick the other one out, bring it back in. All right, now you're gonna kick out against resistance, kick back in with resistance. Kick out against resistance, kick back in with resistance. You okay? All right, now I'm gonna run 3 different tests on your leg. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good.
All right, the first one I'm gonna do is called the ballotment. And so I'm gonna stroke, and then I'm gonna feel for any fluid on the opposite side, okay?
Right.
All right, no fluid, so that's a negative ballotment on that knee. We'll go to the other knee and do the same thing. All right, no fluid there, so that's good. The next one we're gonna do is the bulge. That was the bulge. I just did the bulge test on your knee. So now I'm gonna do the ballotment. And so both your bulge tests were negative. And so the ballotment, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna push on this side. And we're gonna push forward any fluid, if there is any. And there was no fluid, no bubbles formed in your knee, so that's good. So that knee has a negative ballotment. I'm gonna go ahead and switch knees. So I'm gonna do it on this knee. Okay, and that also was a negative ballotment, so that's good. And now I'm gonna have you lay back. The last test that I have to do is what's called a McMurray's, and this is for, we're gonna assess for any meniscal tears. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have you lift this leg up, 90-degree angle. And so I'm gonna put my finger here, and I'm gonna manipulate your knee. So if there's any pain or tenderness, please let me know, okay? No? Okay. So that one's got a negative McMurray's. Then we're gonna do it with this knee. Any pain or tenderness there? Nope. Okay, so awesome. That's also a negative McMurray's, which is good again. I am now, yep, you can go ahead and sit up. And I'm gonna now go down to your ankles and your toes and your feet. So if you want to scoot back just a little bit on the bench so your feet kind of hang. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do is, move your feet up, move your feet down, move toes outside, toes inside. All right, now we're going to do all of that, and you're going to do it against resistance this time, all right? So up, out to the side, down, out to the other side. All right, good there. And now we're gonna do it with your toes. All right, I don't fall. Toes down. All right, toes up without resistance, toes down without resistance, toes up against resistance. Okay, good. So ankles, knees, and toes all had good range of motion. They all had range of motion within the limits, as well as muscle strength. So all your muscle strength was good. I am now going to have you stand up, and I'm going to play with your back. All right, so can I have you, you're going to do like a penguin side to side. Any pain or tenderness with that? Nope. Okay, so the range of motion there looked good, as did the muscle strength. And then I'm gonna have you touch your toes. All right, you can stand back up. And then I'm gonna have you put your hands on your hip. Can you twist both ways? All right, so range of motion looked good there. Muscle strength looked good throughout. Was there any pain or tenderness with any of those movements? Nope. Okay, awesome. So the last thing that I'm gonna have you do is I'm going to have you walk from over there in that general direction to the edge of the tile. And I'm assessing your gait, your cadence, your stability, your foot like pattern, so how far you space them, the swing of your arms, if you have a good like center of balance, and if you've got a solid base for your feet. So go ahead and walk for me. Alright, so your cadence looks good. The swing of your arms matches like how your leg swings. So your opposite arm swings with the opposite leg. And that looked good. Your cadence looked good. Your stride was quick, but you're taller, so you have longer legs. It's going to be quicker. You were pretty balanced throughout the entire thing. So you were nice and stable. So yeah, you have a good gait. I'm trying to think now if I'd forgotten anything. Can you take your head and this is up with your head and neck. Sorry, we're going backwards a little bit. Can you look left to right? And then chin to chest. And then chin to the sky. And then look at me. And then ear to shoulder for both sides. Okay, no pain or tenderness there? Nope. Okay, your range of motion there looked really good. Like you said, no pain or tenderness. You were able to do everything without any issues. And that concludes my musculoskeletal exam.
Okay.
Thank you.